it to Friday.
Kind of.
Well, no, we made it. And we're now, I don't know if last time we had a show were we officially empty nesters yet?
I don't know. Probably not.
We're officially empty nesters now. All the kids are gone. Rosie's in Washington.
Don't look at me. You don't remember?
Tanner's in Nashville. Abby's in Houston. And Jenna's here in town, but she doesn't live with us anymore. So we went from empty nesters to not being empty nesters to back to being empty nesters. So
actually, she's in Helen, Georgia.
This weekend?
Yep.
All right. So I'm Stuart.
I'm Amy.
We're Franklin Hill Ventures here in Knoxville, Tennessee. Thanks to everybody for stopping in. We'll get a giveaway going here and just a couple of things. I think we have 96 items in the catalog. We do take requests, so if you see anything you want us to run, just put the lot number in the chat. We'll also watch out for pre-bids and try to get to those as well. We'll run requests first, then pre-bids, and then we'll just start going through the catalog in order. And for our giveaway tonight, tell you what, let Amy show that. I'm going to run in here and check our YouTube stream real quick, and I'll be right back.
I am not in the seat of honor right now, so let's see. We have this cute little card with the Eiffel Tower and some little poodles. It's a Christmas card. Hope your holiday is merry. We have a Marbles Safety Axe Company postcard. And camp snapshots. Here we go. Another postcard. It says, in civilian life. Late again. Sorry, boss. But it's a different story when the sergeant has his ex-boss in his outfit. Late again? Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Whatever. There you go. And then we have one of these Coca-Cola books. We have all kinds of fun things. Hey, Big Orange Express. Has some little things you can do with Coke. And then finally, we have a stock certificate from the South Puerto Rico Sugar Company. It's got some cows on it and a horse. There we go. So these are all in the giveaway right now. So jump in. Looks like we've got 6 entries. So it's a couple postcards, Christmas card with poodles. Oops, I almost grabbed up number 1 there. And this Coca-Cola Bottling Company magazine from Vernon, Texas.
I'm back.
Oh, here we go. You can have it back.
Well, you can be in the camera too.
That's okay.
So, hope everybody's had a really good week. Ours has been, well, mine's been pretty good. I don't know about Amy. She's worked all week.
Yep.
So
Pretty normal.
Well, I've worked too, just a different kind of work. I'm a full-time reseller. So, hey, what's up, Dave?
Yep.
Let's see who all we have. Cajun Gal 1973. We're really glad you're here as well. Hey, Dry Creek Trading Company, thanks for coming in. My brother David is here, and my mom's here as well. So it's a whole family
Wait, where's my mom?
reunion.
I can't believe she's not here.
Yeah, sometimes she comes in. Hey, Love Be My Motive Studio. Jesse Ford, Del Bear, Vintage Nerdy Nurse, KBDS Mom. While we're letting the giveaway run, go ahead and take a look in the catalog. And if you see anything you want us to run, put the lot number in the chat. And my dad's here as well. So,
hey, if y'all are going to be on here, David and grandparents, y'all going to have to shop. Abby and John actually bought something from us today, our daughter and son-in-law.
Yeah, they bought some of our Franklin Hill Farms products. Speaking of, we have lots of things in the Buy It Now section, including our Franklin Hill Farms. And we don't do those giveaways every show, but at the end of the show tonight, we will do a Franklin Hill Farms giveaway, and we'll have a choice of, I'll just go ahead and show you what the choices will be. We have a new variety, Damson Plum Preserves, so you'll have choice of that one, the mild fine chopped salsa, or, sorry, I'm giving you a close-up of my face there, or the triple berry. So we'll give those away at the end of the show. Hey, Zimmel Jess, welcome in. Hey, groovy girl Kelly.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
Yep.
We have some apple pecan butter in the store as well now, if anybody likes pecans in their apple butter. Thanks for the hearts there, Love Be My Motive Studio.
What else new did we get this time?
Mainly just the Damson pear preserves, but we did stock back up the store. And as soon as I stocked it up yesterday, I think we sold four jars of pineapple preserves. We sold some pumpkin butter today. We sold quite a few things. So
always the jalapeno honey mustard in that what John and Abby bought.
Yeah, they bought some of that and some pineapple salsa. So Anyway, anybody have anything fun planned for the weekend? I am working at my antique mall all weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I don't know what Amy's doing.
I'm gonna pressure wash.
I was going to ask, are you going to pressure wash the deck? We started pressure washing the deck a couple weeks ago, and we've been sporadically being the key
haven't
word,
had time
doing it. We got 30 seconds left on the giveaway, so go ahead and get on that. Then we'll get started.
Oh, thank you. Some apple pecan butter just went out the door.
Oh, thank you so much. And everything that sells tonight will ship out on Monday, so you should have it middle of next week. So yeah, it's nice when you don't have a planned weekend. I was excited. I was supposed to go to a yard sale. By the way, 5 seconds on the giveaway. Somebody messaged me and said they were having a yard sale in the morning and that they had a bunch of ephemera. And I don't know what if it was old or not, but they said I could come at 7 a.m. But then they messaged me again and said the guy who was going to bring their tables fell through. Congratulations, Keezy. Thanks for being here.
Stuff to the side.
And that will come your way tomorrow. So yeah, so now if anybody has any requests, put those lot numbers in the chat. We have a ton of stuff in the store, a pretty wide variety of things, mostly ephemera, but we do have the more part of the show as well. Some things that aren't ephemera. We have like a bunch of collectible spoons if anybody likes those, and we'll do choice on those.
Oh my goodness.
There's probably 100 and something of these things, so I don't know if anybody collects these.
Are there any Disney ones in there?
No, I think I already sold the Disney ones.
Oh, I saw some cool ones.
There were a couple of Disney ones, but not anymore. So if anybody's interested in those, I don't know the best way to show them. We'll probably have to pull like 10 or something out. Then we have some stock certificates. We have photos. We have these cool Lions Club banners.
There's Mount Rushmore on a spoon. That's pretty wild.
And we have a choice of these Lions Club banners, which are pretty neat. I don't know, just a little bit of everything. So I guess since we don't have, we're going to get started. We'll just start with number one. I guess that's a good place to start. And then we'll watch for requests and we'll watch for pre-bids. And anyway, once again, I appreciate everybody coming in and let's have a fun show. Oh, I didn't even show it yet.
I didn't start
never mind. Yes. It's what happens when you don't do shows for 2 weeks.
Well, I didn't do anything.
Well, I know. All right. So first up, I don't know if we have any Wisconsin people here, but we have some hunting regulation brochures from the early 70s. So we have, tell you what, let me turn the camera around. I used to stay on camera, but it is easier to show things. So plus then you don't have to look at my face all night.
Can't make that light picture.
Oh, thanks for the purchase of the apple butter. I don't know if it was apple pecan or apple butter. And just a heads up too, our dog hadn't been feeling real well. Let me show you. She's down here on the
pitiful.
Whoops. She's down here curled up on her bed behind us. But I don't know, Amy, you may have to run out if she starts crying again.
She has seizures and she's been having little spells these last couple days.
Well, she's had an ear infection and we had to put her on steroids, and we think the steroids have her body all messed up. So
our apple butter reputation has reached Southern California.
Awesome.
They couldn't see your thumbs up, by the way.
Awesome. All right. So number one is going to be, as I mentioned, for the Wisconsin big game hunting regulations, or their hunting regulations. Some are small game, some are big game. So this is a 1970 big game, and it's got, all the rules about, I guess, hunting big game, in this case, deer. And then you have the small game here for hunting and trapping regulations. So you have those from 1970. And and the other thing, everything's a $3 starting bid tonight. So then we got the 1971 big game and the 1972 big game.
All right, you ready?
Yep, we can go ahead and get that started.
What are we going to do tonight? 30 seconds or?
Yeah, let's do 30 seconds.
Here we go.
Yeah, we do too, Cajun Gal. I mean, it's pretty pitiful. And I mean, the other thing is she literally drinks, the steroids make her thirsty, and she drinks about 13 bowls of water. So she has to go out a bunch of times too. But yeah,
another week of that.
Yeah, she's got a whole nother week of the steroids, but she had ear infection and in both ears, some kind of bacterial ear infection. So we're hoping she'll get over that, because How long did she shake her head for?
Oh my goodness, 2 weeks keeping us up at night.
Welcome in, Candyland Curiosities.
Here we go.
Thanks for coming in. Anybody else we missed?
Ready to
2 Doxies, 1 Haggis. Keezy. Yeah, Keezy won the giveaway. Have you checked her blood sugar?
No, I can say I haven't.
We haven't, and we don't. I guess we'd have to take her to the vet to do that since we don't have any blood checking things. I don't know if you can get those at the drugstore or not. Can you?
Ooh.
Vintage Nerdy Nurse would probably know.
All right.
Welcome in. All right, so this is going to be lot 2. And hey, Dave, thanks for coming in. Enjoyed your show earlier today. Make sure you're following Dave and Candyland Curiosities. And if anybody's a seller, you can drop your fire emojis and let us know when your next show is. We're all about supporting other sellers in here.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's 2. Is that better?
Kind of.
Let me turn the brightness up on mine. I think that's better.
Okay.
Might be something to ask the vet about. Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. Because, she's definitely not been acting right. So, hey, welcome in, Sasquatch 19. Junk Journal Jamboree. We weren't able to participate in the Junk Journal this time. It was fun when we did it last month, though. So I'm sure it was going to be a great event, and I know I'll be watching some of the shows. All right, so we got lot 2, and just once again, a reminder, if you have any requests for anything, all the items have lot numbers. Just put that lot number in the chat, and we'll get right to it.
And we're pretty much going through in order tonight. We usually jump around, but thought we'd make it easy on ourselves.
Yep. All right, so this is going to be 6 1974 Randolph Caldecott postcards, and they all have nursery rhyme scenes. So this looks like, it's a mouse asking for some beer.
There's a frog.
It says, "Pray, Miss Mouse, will you give us some beer, for Froggy and I are fond of good cheer." And that's, I guess this guy did drawings for different types of nursery rhyme books. And I think he was like famous for frogs, maybe. I don't know if anybody's heard of him. That's my kind of frog. Yeah, mine too. A frog he would a wooing go, whether his mother would let him or no. So that's a dancing frog. I guess that's after he's been drinking. And then this looks like this is from Come Lasses and Lads. I guess that's a nursery rhyme.
59, 65.
And then this one's from The Milkmaid. I think that was in Mother Goose, maybe. Shall I go with you, my pretty maid? And all these are unused. And then there's Hey Diddle Diddle, the Cats and the Fiddle. The little dog laughed to see such fun. So you got that. And then finally you have Come Lasses and Lads. And get leave of your dads and away to the maypole hay. So they're getting wild there. So as I mentioned, all these are unused. So we'll go ahead and get this started, and I'll run them back through as Amy runs it.
There we go.
Appreciate everybody coming in. We got 16 people in the show, and we're not limited to an hour tonight, so we can go a little slower. Like when we're showing vintage letters and stuff, they're fun to read or try to read. They're always so hard to read. All right, we got Candyland Curiosities in at 3. That's her kind of frog.
Yeah. They're awfully cute. Look at those legs.
A frog he would a wooing go.
Remember when we had frog legs?
Yeah,
It was awful.
That's hard to believe that's your first purchase from me, but I appreciate it.
This is lot number 3 right there, that whole stack.
All right, so we got lot number 3 by request.
No.
Oh, this one's not by request.
No, I've got the request
okay.
After that.
The request will be after number 3. So this is just going to be a miscellaneous vintage ephemera lot. So it's got some postcards in here. They say 1927, but they don't feel like 1920. Well, I don't know. I can't tell. They might be reproductions. So, but anyway, that's Washington. That's Washington, D.C. These may all be Washington, D.C. This one says Dome of the Capitol. And then here's the Pennsylvania Avenue, the route of inaugural parades. And there's a duplicate of that one. And then we have, so there's 3 of that one actually. So there's several duplicates of these. And then here's the Lincoln Memorial. So, but it does say copyright 1927 roundabout prints. So I don't know. You can see the back there. But in any case, that's what you're getting. And then we have this advertising postcard. It does have some staining on the back, and it says American Weekly, and I guess it's the cover of American Weekly magazine. Babe Dickerson's last battle. She was the female athlete who was so good. I think she was a really good golfer. I think she was pretty good at every sport. She's kind of like Amy.
Yeah.
Then we have this billhead from 18. Then we have this billhead from 1891 that's Rice and Miller Wholesale Hardware. As always, these old billheads have such incredible art. And this says headquarters for sash doors and blinds, paints and oils, cordage, lumberman supplies, rifles, and shotguns. So you could get a little bit of everything there. Then we have somebody's diploma from the public schools, 1932 in Iowa County, Wisconsin.
Should I go get Jenna's ex-boyfriend's diploma that I found in her bedroom?
Yeah, so we found our daughter's ex-boyfriend's diploma in her bedroom.
He's
somehow
moved to Ireland.
And he lives in Ireland now, so we're not sure how we're going to get it back to him. But so, and then we have this newspaper insert, and it's about the Civil War. I think this was from the 60s. If I found a date on it somewhere, but it's got information about the Civil War.
Look how bright that color
And then
is.
On the back side, you have ads and stuff. Yeah, I mean, the colors in this are really cool. So, yeah, this is, I guess, a map of all the different battles and stuff. There's Charleston. That's where our daughter went to college. So,
Vacation, give me a time. I could auction it.
does anybody want our daughter's ex-boyfriend's diploma?
From 2015.
All right, and then we have a 1944 Knox Guide for better health and fortune. You got the family fishing. It looks like the cover was taped back on. Women suffer bladder weakness more than men. Did y'all know that? And then you can get Cystex, and that helps clean your kidneys out. But yeah, my guess is this kind of like one of the, something that was at the grocery store, at the checkout, because it's got your dreams, horoscopes, lucky numbers, names, fortunes, and first aids. So yeah, I think that was probably like today's maybe National Enquirer or something. And then this is just a 1938 pages of time. It's not from 1938. It's one of the things that tells everything that happened the year you were born. And I think
Candyland Curiosities just brought some raspberry jalapeno preserves. You'll like those.
Yeah, that's one of our favorites too. Amy eats them on wraps. I like it over cream cheese on crackers. So then we have this Santa ad. I don't know what magazine it's from, but it's a Santa Coca-Cola ad. It's got the train in it too, so it's got a lot of things going for it. It's got Santa, it's got Coke, and it's got trains. And then if anybody collects helicopters, you got that too. Then on the back you have a Parliament cigarette ad. So we'll go ahead and get that one started.
All right, we're rolling.
So a lot of cool stuff in that lot. Thank you, Sasquatch. You have the passage of time. You have the 1944 horoscope and lucky numbers. So if anybody's looking to play the lottery, then you have the Civil War insert. You have the high school diploma. So if you did not graduate high school, suddenly you can act like you did now in 1930 something. Then you have the billhead, and then the postcards and the Santa ad. All right, Sasquatch took that one. Thank you so much.
And then we have a request coming up next.
So 59. This is
59.
This was a request from.
Oh, it's got a pre-bid.
Love Be My Motive Studio. Thank you so much for the pre-bid.
You good.
Well, now you can say that you graduated in 1930 something if you wanted to, but probably not. Wouldn't want to say that. All right, so we have 40 plus vintage snapshot photos, and this looks like, I don't know where this is, but some kind of canyon or something, and you got it's either a little boy or a little girl.
Or a doll. Creepy doll.
And then you have some people back here too. Oh, here we go. Ruth Aldridge at Anaconda's coal mine at Rinconda. Huh. Where have I heard that?
Rinconada.
Oh, Rinconada. They make figurines. There's Rinconada figurines. So anyway, that's at a coal mine. Then you have these two little girls putting their feet in the stream. Aww. That's July 1st or July 1952. Ruth and Ina. Then this one's 1961.
Is that their house?
I'm not sure what it is. That one does not say. Then you have this lady here holding the baby. That's from 1955. I like when they date it and write stuff on it. Then you got this guy here drinking the punch. Oh, he's 90. Is that 97 or 92?
I don't know.
He's pretty old regardless.
Look at that punch bowl. That's
Wonder if
cool.
the punch is spiked. And then this is maybe that same birthday party. I don't know. So you got that. Then just a little girl here.
She's cute.
I should have been counting.
Oh, there's the guy that graduated.
Oh, yeah. Maybe this was the guy's diploma. Maybe that's. Then you got her in the old car there. That's pretty cool. That's Judy coming home in Trigger at our Dunnig home or
44. Okay. I'll pull that.
That one's kind of blurry, but it looks like an island shot of something, maybe in the Caribbean. We'll get through about half these, then we'll go ahead and start it for a little bit longer. There's Judy. Judy. That was it Cary Grant in that Goober's Cary Grant impersonation on Andy Griffith? Judy.
David, I'd have to tell you that.
Yeah, are you still in here, David? Is that Cary Grant or is it Edward C. Robinson? All right, that one's got some damage there. 1933. Why don't you do it? Started? Yeah, do it for a minute.
Okay, we'll do that.
And we'll see how many we can get through. When I don't have a time period, I love reading all these. So hope everybody else enjoys like knowing the stories behind these as well. When we do our special event shows, it's like a sprint. We're going as fast as we can.
It's exhausting.
Thank you for the bid. Love Be My Motive Studio. We'll just call you Motive Studio.
Oh, I like 20.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I like about Ephemera so much. I've said this before. I mean, the reason I like selling Ephemera and whatnot, especially, I mean, with the social aspect of whatnot, it's so fun to look at all the stuff together and talk about the stories, maybe make up stories if you don't know the story. So...
Hey, we're good at making up things. Looks like we are about out.
And you can have instant family. Is that I don't know what that is. All right, congratulations, and then you'll get a few more that you didn't see there. So you'll have a little bit of a surprise. Hey, B, welcome in. Whoops, almost left the coal mine.
All right, 12 is already pinned. It's ready to roll.
All right, so we got lot number 12.
I've got a pre-bid on it.
And these are all, it's foreign currency. I think it's mainly from the 1980s. So we have one from Kenya here. It's got Shilingi Tano. I don't know if that's that guy's name or if that's the currency. And then on the back, you have some rams or ox. Are those water ox? Is that what or water buffalo, Cape buffalo? Some giraffes in the background. I guess that's turkey. And all these have been well circulated. I mean, they're definitely not in mint condition.
No, but they're still cool.
And then you got the State Bank of Pakistan. There's another Turkish one, it looks like. The colors on these are so cool on a lot of them. And then there's the Philippines, I guess. Republica. I mean, does everybody think that's the Philippines? Yeah. I assume that's the Philippines. So, and then we have, I'm not sure, the Yugoslavia, or as they spell it, Yugoslavia. Awesome. Yeah, we have a friend who makes cheesecake with the cherry butter. She uses the cherry butter and the blackberry butter, and she makes cheesecake, and it's really, really good.
Okay, I've got 20 in line, Cajun Gal, and I'll pull 39 and 95 as well.
That one's got a horse and a rider on it. That's another Yugoslavia, I think. Here's Egypt. Who remembers the song Egyptian Lover from the 80s? 39. Egyptian Lover.
Maybe we should start that music thing.
I just sang it when I said it. Yeah, I think my brother had that cassette tape. Yeah, I mean, 80s was obviously, obviously.
time.
It was my prime, and the music from that time so awesome. I remember having the Egyptian Lover cassette. We had the Frankie Smith. Do you remember Double Dutch Bus?
All right, we're about ready to start.
Dude, we can do 80s music quizzes. All right, we'll go ahead and start that 20 seconds or 30 seconds. Well, we can probably do 20 once we've shown everything. But hey, hey, Pat, welcome in. Thanks for the bid. Hey, welcome in, Mars Supalami. Anybody we missed, sometime I get preoccupied with showing stuff and forget to check the chat. Chia Rose, thanks for coming in.
We got some stock certificates coming up too.
Yeah, I can remember when I was in high school and a friend of mine had a Laserdisc player, and Duran Duran had a lot of cool videos. That's how they kind of made it. Was they had put so much work into their videos. And I remember on the Laserdisc it had the uncensored version of Girls on Film, and when you're a teenage boy, that was a pretty cool video to watch. So it's like a lot of topless women sumo wrestling in a ring. So when they played it on MTV, they heavily censored it. But all right, we got lot 65 up next, and this is going to be some 1983 Topps football stickers. So I don't know if these were inserts or if they were sold separately. I don't remember these. I collected a ton of cards when I was a kid. So you have Nolan Cromwell, Terry Bradshaw. I think everybody's probably heard of him. Then Kellen Winslow, Chris Collinsworth, who's now in the booth as an announcer, Mark Gastineau, Dwight Clark. Wasn't he the one who was he one of the ones who made the catch? Then you got Danny White, who was quarterback and a punter. You don't see that very often. Whoops, sorry about that. Then you have Freeman McNeil, John Jefferson, Tony Hill for the Cowboys. Then you got Franco Harris, Hall of Famer there. He just recently died not too long ago. Actually got 2 Franco Harrises. So if you're a Steelers fan, you get 2 of those. So we'll go ahead and start that. We can probably do 20 seconds on these, Amy.
Okay. There we go. Let's see.
So let's see. 80s music trivia. Who knows what song Scritti Politti sang?
Oh, I remember that name. I thought it was Scritti Politti.
Well, Scritti Politti. We'll see if we have any people of the 80s in there. Of course, now I've gone blank on the song name myself. So,
all right. Well, we got lot 20 next, and there we go. We have a pre-bid on that one.
All right, so we have some vintage stock certificates here. Hey, welcome in, Pickle Puss, El Paso Grandma, Quinn the Eskimo. When Quinn the Eskimo gets here, we're jumping for joy over here. So now I'm going to be singing that song all night long. All right, so we have a Pill Elder Limited stock certificate from 1968. I'm not sure what they did, but looks like maybe, I really don't know from the artwork, but the artwork's cool. Then we have the A&P Great Atlantic Pacific Tea Company. We used to shop at the A&P when I was a kid. That one's from 1971. Then we have a TWA certificate here. And this one's from 1961, I think. So, and this one's got nice colors on the back, too. I guess I should have showed the back of these. And then here's the back of this one. So they've all been canceled, signed, all that good stuff. Then we have the Washington Gaslight Company. You can see the artwork on these. I mean, it's too bad. I mean, I guess they still make stock certificates just for like collectible purposes but for the most part, everything's electronic now. It's kind of a shame that you lose all this. So
but we can see it on the app.
Then we have Gulf States Utility. Oh, that one was Pan Am. I didn't even mention. So Pan Am there. So you have a TWA and a Pan Am. Then we have Gulf States Utility Company, 1953. Then this one's Columbia Emerald Development Corporation. It's got the nice eagle artwork on it there. And then we have a Standard Oil Company. Was that Rockefeller? Was Rockefeller Standard Oil? I think he was.
Oh, we were both right.
Can it be pronounced either way?
No, it's Scritty Politi.
Oh, so we were both half right. All right, so it was Rockefeller. Thanks, Brian. And then we have the Baldwin Piano Manufacturing Company. That one does not have a date on it. Actually, this one was never used. It doesn't even have the
stamp on
it doesn't have the shares filled in. So this was like an unused one there. And then finally, we have a General Motors Corporation with the very futuristic looking cars on it.
All right, 20 seconds.
Did anybody ever put in the chat what Scritty Politi or however you say it
I didn't
sings?
recognize any of the songs, but I do have a trivia question. What does Scritty Politi mean?
I don't know. Does anybody know what Scritty Politi means?
And don't put your phones face down. Well,
yeah, it's
no,
like
not face down.
It's like when you go to trivia. Everybody put your phones down. If we catch you, you're kicked out.
Yeah.
If you're cheating. Hey, welcome in, Cindy Laird. We're playing a little bit of trivia here while we sell stuff.
All right, no guesses.
Of course, see, I asked the question. Now I can hear the song in my head, but I can't remember what it was.
I didn't recognize any of the names of them, but that doesn't mean
it's. I keep saying the one thing, but that was in excess. So Dry Creek thinks it means the working class, the common guy. Is that right?
Nope.
Womp womp womp.
According to Google, at least.
All right, so this is going to be 6 1970s New Orleans symphony and opera programs. So we'll just look in a couple. I'm sure they're all going to be similar. So you do have advertisements in it. There's the 1974 Cadillac.
Ooh,
Try listening to Bach with earmuffs on. What movie does that remind you of? Earmuffs.
I don't know.
Who knows what movie the statement earmuffs is from? Somebody will know that, surely.
I usually fall asleep in movies.
That is a great movie. Old Blue. Yep, old school.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever Vince Vaughn would start cussing, before he'd cuss, he'd tell his kids, earmuffs.
I love Vince Vaughn.
Love Be My Motive Studio said they fall asleep as well.
About 15 minutes in, and I'm gone.
Okay, we're talking more about other things, so let me get through these. So, yeah, so I mean, some of them are more like programs, like this one, and then and this one's got like an insert in it. It looks like, and then some of them are actually more like magazines and have ads. Like look at that,
Yeah,
Jade
wow.
Carvings, not carvings. Then you have a Mercedes-Benz there, another Cadillac. I guess you have a lot of Cadillac ads in these because a lot of people who drove Cadillacs went to the opera.
Yeah, the opera.
Whenever I think of the opera, I think of the episode of Cheers where they all, like Diane gets them to go and then they all fall asleep. And at the very end, they wake up and start clapping. So, all right. So that one's Madame and Butterfly. I did a horrible job going through those and describing them. But yeah, here we go. Somebody will get it. Be My Motive Studios.
So the answer to the trivia question. Scritty Politi means political writings.
Oh.
It kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Like you're scribbling political stuff.
Yep. Political writings.
Hey, Junk Paper Scissors. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, My Boy Blue. That's such an awesome movie.
What number is that again?
91. Pretty much anything with Will Ferrell in it's good. I mean, I love Talladega Nights. Step Brothers is funny. Who's calling?
Rosie must be walking home from work.
Our daughter's calling, the one who just moved to Washington. She lives in Vancouver, Washington. Is anybody in here from
Rosie,
out west?
An auction. Say hello.
Oh, hello. Why did you answer?
Everybody say hello to Rosie.
Yeah,
She's on the phone.
She can't see you. All right. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Yeah, our daughter absolutely loves it in Vancouver. She lives about 20-minute walk, a 5-minute bicycle ride from her office. And I mean, she loves everything about it so far. So
it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks, but she loves her job.
The sun's been shining.
All right. So what we have here is 16 vintage Christmas cards. or Christmas postcards. So we'll go through these, and some of them do have some condition issues. So I'll try to show that one. Like this one's
That's cool.
this one's got a crease in it, but you got this really happy looking Santa here. He looks like he's glaring. This one's from 1915. It says, "Wishing you a happy and joyful Christmas." Then you have a Merry Christmas to you. You got Santa. This Santa looks much happier than the last one. This one also has some creasing and such, and it's from 1908. It's international something. This one's actually got a tear there. And then we had one Easter. When I was pulling these, I thought they were all Christmas, but we have one Easter postcard.
It's okay.
And it's from 1909. Hey, they're both about Jesus. So then we have a Happy Christmas. That one's from 1920, I think it is. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Then I like this one here. You got the kids sneaking down the steps, and it says almost caught. He almost caught Santa. And that's from Mother to Buster. From Mother to Buster.
Well, that's a name you don't hear often anymore. Except in the Murdoch murder.
And this one's got a little tear in the corner there. Actually, it's got a tear in two corners.
A little bit.
And that one's from 1913. And that one's to Ma and Pa Ippolito. Ma and Pa Ippolito. I hope Santa Claus will be real generous with you both. Merry Christmas to you and your kitties. Oh, well, you may want to see. I shut the back door, so if you want to go, make sure she doesn't need to go out. And then here's wishing you a Merry Christmas, 1912.
You okay?
This Santa looks creepy. He looks kind of like a mall Santa who's been drinking too much. So you never be too old to believe Santa Claus is a real fellow. So that one's 1912. Then there's like Father Christmas, I guess. Yeah, because I sold a bunch of Santa figurines one time, and I can remember this exact one because it had the doll hanging off of him. Let's see, does it say? It doesn't say which one it is, but this one has some damage there as well. And then Happiness Awaits You This Christmas Night. That one's from 1912. It's embossed. That's a nice one. It's in good condition. Then here's I Wish You a Merry Christmas. That one's from 1900 something. I can't tell exactly. Hey, welcome in, Monk Jr., Adirondack Attic. Hey, we just sold a couple of Adirondack chairs. And there's Dearest something, Heartiest Greetings for Christmas, 1912. And then a couple more here. It's another. These Santas just didn't look very happy. They didn't look very jolly. I love this one. Now, unfortunately, it's got like some creases and such, but Santa's I don't know if it's a blimp or an airship or a balloon, but he's flying over North America. Oh, I guess it's just, never mind, it's a sleigh, but it's like he's flying on a blimp. Look at this one, isn't it cool?
Oh, that is neat.
And then here's With All Good Wishes for Your Happiness, 1911. And last but not least, A Merry Christmas to You. And that one's from 1902. So that's one of the oldest ones there. Look at the handwriting. All right. So that's the 16 cards you're bidding on.
And we're rolling.
And here we go. Yes. Dave F. Brother. Thanks, Dave.
In case anybody was wondering, Sam just wanted a piece of pizza that was sitting on the
stove.
stove.
Oh, yeah. When we have food, if we leave food, a sleigh blimp, yes. If we leave food out, our dog will literally just sit there until we put it up. I mean, like stiff as a board, just... All right, we got Dave, Vintage Nerdy Nurse is in at 10.
I love these cards.
Yeah, these have some, I wish they didn't have the condition issues, but they're still really cool.
Yeah.
There's that creepy Santa. Santa's watching you. Hey, Holly Payne, welcome in. Hey, Matt Rock, thanks for coming in. All right, Vintage Nerdy Nurse, appreciate it.
Envelope too, please.
Oh.
All right, this will be lot number 44.
8:39 and we're not sleepy yet. We usually struggle with these late shows. Like when we do Ephemerama and have the 10 o'clock slot.
This isn't that late.
No, it's still, you're usually getting ready for bed by now.
Oh, get up.
Yeah, I mean, we're like babbling idiots by the time the 10 o'clock
Or
show
not
ends.
babbling.
Yeah. All right, so this is going to be 3 vintage ice coupon books from the Decatur Ice and Coal Company in Decatur, Alabama. And it's 3 different denominations. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to make you seasick. Hey, thanks for the purchase of the Christmas jam. It's really good as well. It's cranberry and strawberry. And this one's the 1,000-pound book. So it's got, let's see what denomination of tickets it has in it. So they're all 50-pound tickets, I think. And I think the way this would work, you would leave your ice coupon book out at the ice, your ice box, and they would deliver the ice and tear off however many coupons represented what you got. Here's 2,000 pounds, and this one's 100-pound. So I wonder if that one was more commercial, maybe. And then finally, you have this 500-pound one, and it just has 25 pounds of ice. So, and I'm not sure what year they're from. But I would guess maybe the 1940s, somewhere maybe around in that time frame. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get this started for the 3 vintage ice coupon books. Thank you, Jack, paper, scissors.
After these next 2, that'll be all the requests that I've seen. I'll go back through.
Yeah, if we've missed anybody's request, just stick it back in the chat. And
So I
Amy
do
will pull
have
those.
95 and 39 coming up. Lots 95 and 39.
Ooh, Jack, paper, scissors comes in at the very last second. Yeah, these are really cool. I got these at a local auction house in Knoxville. I'm not sure how they made it from Decatur, Alabama up to Knoxville, which, well, it's not that far. We used to drive through Decatur all the
Going to
time when we were.
Oxford.
One of our daughters graduated from Ole Miss. Thank you, Jan Perry. That is your first win. Appreciate it. I need to start playing my nose flute again when people win for the first time. Yeah, I used to always play my nose flute. I don't know if you've ever seen a nose flute. If my dad's still watching, he's the master of the nose flute, and it's where I got my nose flute skill from. But yeah, I mean, somebody name a song, and I can play things on demand. So it's a very technical instrument to play.
You gotta have big nostrils.
But yeah, I can play just about any song on it. I've like that Zamfir's the master of the pan flute. Stewart's the master of the nose flute.
Boy, along with being the China King of Knoxville.
Yep, China King of Knoxville and the master of the nose flute.
44.
All right, so this is going to be like 39, and it is. Well, there's Brenda. I assume is that Brenda Caldwell? Is that you, Brenda?
Hey.
If it is, welcome in. It's so good to see you.
Yeah.
I've never seen you on Whatnot before.
I haven't seen you in forever.
I guess we need to make sure it's the Brenda Caldwell.
It might be another one. Who knows?
So, and welcome in, Hefford Man. Appreciate you. Anybody else we've missed? If anybody's watching on YouTube, appreciate you being over there. You can scan the QR code and come on over here and join us. And for anybody who wasn't in here at the beginning, I'm Stuart. My wife, Amy, is also here. We're Franklin Hill Ventures from Knoxville, Tennessee. All right, so these are going to be 15 or 16, rather, transportation-related first day covers. So
those are cool.
You have the sled dogs here, and that's I think they're all from the 80s, so this was actually a dog sled stamp. Then you have the tugboat one here, and there's the stamp. And we'll just, unless I see one different, just know they're all from the 80s sometime. And then there's the tandem bicycle. We have these people, I don't think we do. Now, it's funny you ask. I sold something on another platform not too long ago that was some cow medicine, but I don't remember what it was called. But I don't get a lot of cow stuff. Yeah, we have a older couple who rides a tandem bicycle around our neighborhood.
Oh, yeah. With the matching hats and the matching clothes.
I've tried to get Amy to get us a tandem bicycle, but I don't know. We might kill each other.
I was going to say.
She'd be braking when I'm pedaling, and I'd be doing the pedaling when she's braking.
We'd argue.
Yeah, and we'd argue, and so it'd probably better we don't get a tandem.
For the neighbors, though, that'd be fun.
Then here's a buckboard, and then there's the stamps for that. And then here's the Conestoga wagon. Conestoga wagon. Easy for you to say. Yeah, the images on these are really cool. And I think these are all, they're all Fleetwood. So in addition, I haven't been showing the back, but they have information on the back about the stamp too. Fleetwood's one of the companies that makes these envelopes for the first day of issues. So then you have a tractor. Then we have the Star Route truck. Star Routes began in 1845 promising celerity? What does that mean? Does anybody know what celerity means? It promised celerity, certainty, and security for mail transportation. So then you got a bread wagon, the patrol wagon from the 1880s. Here's an ambulance.
Swiftness of movement.
Swiftness of movement is what
There we go.
celerity means. And then we have the fringe top Surrey.
Oh, that's cool.
And then the
That gets so dirty.
omnibus. The horse-drawn carriage is the predecessor of the modern-day bus, and it also has a fire pumper stamp on it. I guess since these were 1 cent stamps, they had to add a 20-cent stamp to mail it. Because usually with these first day of issues, well, this one wasn't mailed though. So, but I guess it's set up where you could have it mailed to yourself. So that's why it has 22 cents on it. Then here's popcorn wagon. I guess that's not really transportation. Then we have the $1 seaplane stamp and the Detroit electric car. And then finally the oil wagon.
Here we go.
And that's weird. Wonder why they're 10.1 cents. That's weird. It's like weird. A fractional. Does anybody know why they had fractional amounts on stamps? Where's Memphis Blazer? He knows everything. Yep, we're ready.
Here we go.
Cajun Gal 1973. Thank you. Jan Perry, thank you. Yeah, we had a political button show, my brother and I, one time, and Memphis Blazer knew everything about every political button candidate we had. It was cool. It was pretty incredible. Hey, welcome in MGC or MQC. All right, Jan Perry, thank you so much.
Here's some more of the stamps. It doesn't tell. That is the stamp, though.
Yeah, that's weird. I do wonder why they had fractional amounts. All right, so we have some more stock certificates, and this one has a really incredible older certificate in it. This one's 95. This one's from 1928, and it's the Mohawk Mining Company, and it's got the Native American image on it. And so, yeah, I like the silver here too. So there's the back of that one. So yeah, that one's got a really, really cool image on it. Then here's AT&T with old Alexander Graham Bell on there.
Look at that beard.
What was it? Who knows what Alexander Graham Bell recited what was he said? He said like come here Watson or something like that. It was Thomas Edison who recited Mary Had a Little Lamb on the phonograph. That's what I started to say, and I was wrong. But I think he said, does anybody remember what Alexander Graham Bell said? It was something about Watson, wasn't it? And then we have the Washington Gas Light Company.
Pretty close. He's pretty close to what he said.
What did he say?
Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you.
I knew it was Watson. International Telephone and Telegraph. That one's from 1964. It's got basically a naked man holding something in front of him, it looks like. And then, can I show that on Whatnot? And then they got the Columbus and Southern Ohio Electric Company. And then the Pittsburgh Plate Glass Company, 1962. And then finally, the Blue Ridge Corporation. I have no idea what they do, but you have a lady, I think it's a lady, sitting on a bench with a lion.
Nice.
So.
All right. We'll do 20 seconds.
Yep.
All right.
So you have the Mohawk Mining Company. That one's awesome. That's my favorite one. And then Pittsburgh Plate Glass Company.
And the Blue Ridge
Columbus
was from
Southern Ohio Electric Company.
Blue Ridge area.
Oh no. Then you have the International Telephone and Telegraph. All right, Jan Perry, thank you so much. Hope you enjoy those. I love that one. Did I say that? I love stock certificates. So,
And they're good to ship. Huh? Oh, here comes the girl back.
all right. So next up, we have lot 45, and this is our last request right now, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I think this is our last request. I think it's also our last pre-bid. We'll double check that. But if anybody else has any request, just put the lot number in the chat and we'll get right to it. So this is going to be 35 vintage chrome postcards. Hey, welcome in, Denny. T. Lynn, thank you for stopping by. So this one is Northern Pacific Railway. So it's just a scene from that. That one looks like agave plants, cactus, and century plants. So,
Yeah,
oops, sorry. I keep hitting the tripod. Don't mean to get everybody
seasick.
Yeah. There's a deer. There's the Motel 79, not to be confused with the Motel, what is it, 6?
Yep.
That's got to be a lot better than the 6.
It's gotta be
73 more than the 6. And you have some Texas Longhorns. Then there's Visor Ledge. That one actually is not chrome, I don't think, but it's not really linen either, so it's kind of in between. I'm not a big postcard person, so I don't always use the right terms. There's the Oregon Mountains. There's the Vogue Motel, back when those kind of hotels were in vogue. And then there's the American Egret, and it's young. Greetings from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I used to work in Chattanooga at Erlanger Hospital. It's changed a lot since then. Is that the Penn State? Yep, Penn State Nittany Line.
So we're some there, huh?
No, well, I did a little work for them, not much. There's the National Shrine of the North American Martyrs. There's a Florida lobster. Just a watercolor. I'm not sure what that is. Buffalo Ranch, 3 miles south of Concord, North Carolina, where the buffalo roam and goats live in the sky. Oh, the goats walk across those wires.
Oh, that's
Look at it. Look at those goats up there. That is cool.
That is crazy. Wonder if it's still there. Let me see that.
There's Kitch Itty Keepy, the Big Spring in Michigan. Oh, I would have thought that was in Florida when it said spring. That's cool. Has anybody ever been there? And I know I'm butchering the name. There's a golf course. That one is in North Carolina. Hey, Denny. Anybody else we missed? We really appreciate you coming in. What this? Oh, the goat ranch there. There's the Etowah Motel, and that one was actually. Oh, so this is. Oh, okay. So this is another one. No, it's not mine. So this is another one of those. If you Google this, and we had another postcard. It's weird. We had 2 postcards that both had this. So, and this may have been a different year. I can't remember. But if you Google Jackpot Showcase Price is Right, what people did is they had to send in a postcard with their guess on how much the showcase was, and whoever was closest won it. Need to make sure Joe stalled it and win it, because if they won it, this postcard's probably worth some money. But anyway, that's what that is. That's really cool. Yeah, that's the second one of these we've had.
That's wild.
And I don't think they were related anyway. I mean, I remember it was a long time ago when we sold it. There is Carlsbad Caverns. That looks like, how do you say it? Chichen Itza in Yucatan. I've actually been there whenever I went to Cozumel. And I'm not sure what that is. Some kind of either observatory. I think it's an observatory. Fort Pickens. We used to go to Fort Pickens a lot as a kid because my mom grew up in Pensacola and we'd go visit my grandmother there. There's Palm Beach, Florida. There's the Roadway Inns. Appreciate everybody being here tonight. Everybody who's bought Franklin Hill Farm stuff. Hope you like it. Well, I know you'll like it. It's really good. I have a problem not eating all the jars we have. So, and then we have a Y United Airlines. That's another. That one's
in Mexico.
Uxmal, Yucatan, Mexico. There's the Holiday Inn somewhere. Holiday Inn in Missouri. Just a couple more here, and then we'll go ahead and start it. There's the Promenade directly on the ocean. That one's in Miami Beach. Hi, having a ball. Something bathe and eat again.
Eat,
Oh, well.
sleep, bathe, and eat again. That's
Oh,
what it
okay.
said.
Eat, sleep, bathe, and eat again. And then finally, the Paducah Travel Lodge in Paducah, Kentucky. Was that Sam crying up there? Or did you hear?
Oh, I heard something. You think it was?
I don't know. Why don't you go check on it?
Okay, we're rolling.
Okay, so this is running. Dave Fairbrother is winning. Thank you, Dave. So you got 35 of these Chrome postcards. All right, thank you so much. And if you like postcards, like I said, make sure you check out Dave F. Brothers shows. He does a ton of postcards and knows a lot more about them than I do. All right. Well, I think we've made it through all the requests and the pre-bids, so we'll just go back in order now. So I think we were up to number 4. So I think these are Victorian trade cards. So let me go ahead and get this pinned. Amy went upstairs real quick to check on the dog. So let me pin it from here. Let's see, pin. All right. So, this was a choice. So this was going to be a choice of any 2 trade cards. So tell you what, let me lay out, and I'll take the camera off and let's see, let's lay out maybe 8 of them. So there's 4, 5, 6. Tell you what, let me lay them so we can give them a number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoops, sorry about that. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let me go ahead and show these. So the ones you have on the table, you have this one here, and it doesn't have anything on the back. Then you have this one here that's some kind of fruit, and it does have stuff on the back. So that's number 2. Then number 3 has the 2 gods sword fighting here. Hey, welcome in 72 Granville. And Cheryl Calms. Then you got that one. Looks like a lot of these are foreign. That one's kind of cool there. Oops, sorry, I put my finger in front of the phone there. And then finally this one. And then there's that one. And this one also has stuff on the back. And then finally you have this one here. That one's also, looks like it came out of a scrapbook maybe. All right, so we have your choice of any 2 of the 8 that are on the table, and we'll start this at $3. So let me go ahead and start it, and then I'll scan around them. So here we go. See if there's any interest in the Victorian trade cards. Any 2 for $3.
All right.
All right, looks like no interest in the trade cards.
Let's see.
And I'll tell you what, I'll just show the rest of them, and that way if any, let me just show them real quick, and that way if there's any that you are interested in. So if you see any, just tell me to stop or whatever. And so you have those 8. So then you also have this one. The kid's playing with I think it's a kid. Is that a dog or a cat?
It's a dog.
Then you have that one. And you got this hunting scene one here. And all these are foreign, I believe. Then there's that one. Somebody coming out of a trap door there. You got the silhouette there. Then you got that one. Playing some, smoking a pipe. Is that an instrument or a pipe? I'm not sure. There's that one. And then finally, the girl riding horseback. So, yeah, if anybody wants me to run any of those here later, just let us know.
Let's do something different. How about those?
Okay.
Lot 5.
All right. We'll see if there's any interest in these. So this is going to be...
Oh, it's also a choice.
Yeah, this one's a choice as well. So this will be a choice of one Lions Club banner. So we have one from Iowa here. And it says, "Our new home." Hey, welcome in, Jas, before it was cool. Diego Santos 2112 and Jerry Ellen Antiques. Thanks for stopping by. So you have the Iowa one. That one does not have a date on it. Then we have the Republic of Sri Lanka, Ceylon, 1973-74. That one does have the flags faded a little bit there. And then we have this one is from... Yep. Is that?
Well, it's California.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's the counties in California right there. So kind of the inner counties there, the gold counties. And then you have one from Seoul. That one's got some really nice colors in
That's
it.
pretty cool.
So, and then you have the Lions Club Tractor Pull and Sauerkraut Days in Blairstown, Iowa.
I wonder where they use these. I wonder what they did with them.
I don't know. They hang them up somewhere. Then you have the K-Fat Hiramatsu, Hawaii, 1987 through 89. Oh, I guess that's the guy. That's the guy's name. He was the international director. And then finally, you have one from Australia and how do you say it?
Papua New Guinea.
Papua New Guinea. So that one's from 93, 94. So I guess just go ahead and run it, and we'll see if there's any interest. This will be for a choice of any one of these. Amy's be reeling over here.
I gotta do it to see what the girls are posting. Yeah, I guess so.
Nobody thinks they're as cool as we do.
Yeah, that's always a shame. All right.
It is funny. I get really excited about some things, and then nobody else ever shares my excitement. Well, sometimes they do.
Yeah. All right, lot 6. We're just going in order now. So
yeah, for anybody just coming in, if you have any requests from the store, just let us know and we can get right to it. So this is going to be a pair of James Bond movie programs. So you have 1983 Octopussy, and that was Roger Moore. And it's just got information about the movie, pictures from the movie, information about the stars. So there's Maud Adams.
what is that in front of? Oh, is it a turtle? One more over.
Where?
Right. Oh, maybe one more over. Oh, well.
Oh,
the
well.
other way.
Anyway, so you got Octopussy, and then we have The Spy Love Me. And that one's also Roger Moore, although the front cover artwork looks nothing like Roger Moore. But there's Roger Moore there. And that one had Barbara Bach in it. This one does have a little bit of water damage or some kind of staining up there in the center. This is one of the ones that had Jaws in it, Richard Keel. So I remember I think I saw this one at the theater. I don't remember what year it was. Anyway, so you'll get, that one's 77. So
Did they give these out at the theater?
I don't know.
You
So,
ready?
yep, we'll go ahead and start these. So you're getting both these for one money. It's not a choice.
Next up, we have a letter. Something about hunting for mushrooms in the letter. It's actually hunting faux mushrooms.
Oh, is this the one?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Okay. This next letter is really wild.
Well, it talks about mushrooms.
It's very morbid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So I hope this could be a downer to everybody's night to even read this. But
Should we not do it?
no, that's okay. It's interesting, but So this is from 1965, and I'm just going to read this because it's a wild letter. So it says, "Dear Margaret, I'm sorry it's taken me so long to write, but I haven't really been in a letter writing mood lately. I guess it's because of the upset at our house, which I'm going to explain that now. On the night of September the 8th, we got word that my father had died. He'd been missing from the hospital since the 21st of August. They notified us when he left, but after that, we didn't hear a word from them until they called to tell us they found him in the woods, 3/4 of a mile from the hospital, dead. As far as they know, he was dead for the full length of time he was gone, 19 days. We were all pretty shocked when we found out what happened, and we can't figure out why, but he had hung himself. There are a lot of things that still aren't explained, and the things we know don't seem to add up. So we're going to have a lawyer look into it. If things aren't the way they should be, we'll probably bring a lawsuit against the hospital. One thing we don't like the sound of is the fact that he'd been dead so long and being so close to the hospital, but not finding him for a full 19 days. Some guy that was out hunting for mushrooms was the one that found him, so we don't really think that the people from the hospital really looked for him very hard. Eddie got home the night after we found out about Dad. We called the Red Cross to contact him and my brothers. The twins got home the following Monday. Eddie just went back to this past month. They were in Manila Bay when they were notified. The funny part of it was that 2 days before they were told, Clarence had a dream that he had been told Dad was dead. 2 nights before we found out about it, Charlene had a dream that the twins and Eddie were all home, but she didn't know why. Dickie took it pretty hard, but he didn't really let on what it bothered him as much as it did. You could tell by the way he acted, though, how much it really upset him. The morning after we found out about it, I spilt scalding hot coffee all over my legs and had to go to the hospital for treatment. I was lucky and only got first-degree burns, so I didn't have to stay there. If they'd been any worse, they may have kept me there for a day or two. All I had to do was stay off my feet until most of the burning left them. Poor Eddie almost fainted when he found out what I'd done to my legs. So what's new to you? Anything exciting happening? And it's just, the way they transition. So what's new with you? Anything exciting happening? Have you looked for another job yet, or are you just taking it easy? Dickie said to tell you he'd write you a letter over the weekend. Well, I guess I'd better get going because I have to write Eddie a letter. Excuse the sloppy typing. Be good and God bless you. Love, Joanne. So that's one of the wilder letters I've ever found. It's right up there with that was another one I found that was kind of wild too. But
You're rolling.
we'll see if anybody else is interested in this.
Well, you've read it now.
Yeah,
so.
we chased 2 or 3 people off just by reading it.
Yeah.
I think. Hey, welcome in, Best Ever Saw, Frankie Page. Thanks for coming in. No, it doesn't have a last name. It just has the first name. It's just Margaret and Joanne, and then there's no last name ever mentioned. So there's really not any way
to figure out who it is.
Yeah, I guess it'd be hard to figure out who it is. So
Here we go. We'll put it back in here. Okay, lot number 8.
All right, so we got lot 8, and this is going to be 91 Flags of the World, and it is from 1957. It's in the original package. They're not stickers, I don't think. I think they were just like meant to be. I don't know if it's just like a poster. Let's
That's
see.
what it looks like.
I don't want to mess it up. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so it's just a poster. So there's the index to the countries of the world. It's got their area, and then on this side, it's got all the different flags.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So, and it's from the Geographia Map Company. Now, if I can fold it back up the right way.
All right, we'll start it. We'll go for 20 seconds. Here we go.
While I try to figure out how to fold it back
It'll
up.
take you that long. No, there you
Look
go.
at there. Now, if I can get it back in the
We did it in
package.
5 seconds. We have a nice miscellaneous lot coming up next.
Welcome in, Trader Rich. Thanks for stopping by. Here,
Here we go.
I'll let you get it
over.
in there.
Just hand it over.
There's that.
And it's pinned.
All right, this is going to be lot 9. It's another miscellaneous ephemera lot. For anybody just coming in, if you have any requests, just put those in the chat and we'll get right to it. We made it through all the requests we had earlier. So this is going to be just a whole bunch of miscellaneous items. So we have this, I guess it was part of a box, but I guess these treasure cards came in the box. Maybe this was like the back of it. You know, when you have baseball card boxes. So just says every card's a winner. You may win up to $10. There's a blank envelope from 1965 that's got a Salvation Army stamp on it. Here's a real photo postcard of Leon and friend, Scotland, South Dakota, and has not been used, but it was made at the Novelty Postal Card Studio in Sioux City, Iowa. Then here's a ham radio postcard, the Steins. All 69 channels, Stars and Stripes 144. And I guess it's kind of like a choose your own adventure postcard on the back there. I'm not sure what this is. It's just I Spider-Man, I Spider Lady, Dick and Nancy Stacy. Have no idea. Here's a letter on YMCA letterhead. To whom it may concern. Something. Oh, it's like a reference letter, it looks like. Then you got a couple of other. Oh, these are also on YMCA letterhead. That one is as well. Welcome in, T. Wills. Oh, hey, Eugene.
Yeah.
Of course, I
What's
keep.
that skunk?
I don't know. Via Scotch on the Rocks, and it says Little Stinkers QSL SWAT Club in Winona, Ontario. You're invited to become a lifetime member of the Little Stinkers QSL SWAT Club. You'll get an 8.511 color certificate, a personal ID, a unit number, a crest, and 20 different QSL cards. Wonder what QSL stands for. Well, in any case, if you win this lot, you can join the Little Stinkers Club. Then here's a letter. I think it's 1869, maybe, from Philadelphia. Mother, I have the velvet and fringe and would have sent them had not Liz written to me to keep them until father comes down. I worked for him today as the weather was so fine. I have gotten Jack's picture copied from the one you had and the one you preferred. So it's just a letter home to mom, and it's pretty long, and it's from Kearney, maybe, or Haney. I don't know. So you got that from 1860s. Here's another letter. That one's from 1927.
Is it Beatrice?
Yep. Dear Beatrice, I was so glad to hear from you, and thanks for the pictures too. I can imagine how fine the camp was for you. I had myself quite a training and camping this summer. I think even enough for a few years. During the 2 weeks of grand manicures of the army, we
Maneuvers.
maneuvers of the army. We had several.
Is so cool.
Yeah. Oh, so maybe this guy was in the military. And so anyway, I won't read the whole thing. Yeah, you're right. That one might be that one also might be oh, and wonder if so this one also has the word QSL on it. So maybe QSL has something to do with
Radio.
Yeah, like the same thing. Okay, I see now in the Little Stinkers Club, it's got a place to put your handle. So all these have something to do with ham radio, it looks like. Then you have a tourist brochure, Ride the Texas Sports Trail, and it just talks about, I guess, all the sites that are on the Texas Fort Trail. So you got that brochure. Then you have the Panhandle Plains Historical Society, West Texas State College in Canyon, Texas. And then you have this greeting card. Who was it? It was, now I don't remember who it was. Jimmy Durante. What? No beer? Here's to a good-looking head. Happy birthday. So you got that one. It's got the envelope in there as well if you want to send it to somebody. And then finally, you have a Burger King bag for Men in Black 2. That's
wow. Who would keep that?
And you could get the Black Stack Barbecue Griller, 2 seasoned patties engineered for flame broiling. Do you really want your patties engineered? Universally smoked cheddar cheese. Oh, I guess this is plain off the Men in Black. 2 full horizontal sections of bacon and a bun classified as bakery style. All right, so you're getting all that for a $3 start. All our auctions tonight are $3 starts. So, all right, dry
For
keep trading.
$3, that card right there would be $10 at Walgreens.
Yeah, you're right.
That's crazy. I went to buy a birthday card yesterday, and that was literally a $10 card. That was not anything special.
I mean, that real photo postcard's really cool.
Uh-huh.
Then you got all the ham radio stuff, the YMCA letterhead things. I'm not sure, 1918. So those are old.
So cool. All right, start stacking it up.
All right, thank you for the bids, everyone. Hey, welcome in, Dream Quest.
And then we'll keep on rolling
Yep.
through the numbers unless anybody has a request.
Yep, so we're just rolling through in order. If you have a request, put it in the chat. We'll also check for pre-bids. Make sure you check out the Buy It Now. I know we've really appreciate everybody who's bought some of the Franklin Hill Farm stuff from us. We have lots of other stuff in the Buy It Now as well. Hey, welcome in, Zach Zell. Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for stopping by.
Atomic Kitty.
So this is a 1964 New York tour brochure for a boat. And it's just got pictures of all the different points of interest. The coolest thing I thought in here, it's got a model of the World Trade Center. So this is before they built it, obviously, because it was scheduled to start in 1965, scheduled to be completed in 1970. I think what year did the World Trade, didn't it open later than 1970, I think. So they may have been a little behind schedule. But anyway, you have the models of the Twin Towers there, but lots of great images from the harbor, views of the city. There's the Statue of Liberty. It's a police boat.
Goodness, we have 96 lots tonight.
Well, we did. We've sold a lot of them.
Oh, yeah.
And there's Yankee Stadium. So a lot of really cool things, just images from New York. So that's what you're bidding on.
Here we go.
Hey, Mrs. Durf 19 and Payman 502. Thanks for stopping by. Everything tonight's a $3 start. So if you have anything you want, just let us know what lot number it is, and we'll get right to it. Thank you for the bid. Did you win? And we'll go to probably around 10 tonight, unless we, get a bunch of requests right before 10. We will do it. Yeah, it does happen. Like somebody will raid you and, you end up getting all kind of requests, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the end of the show, we are planning to do a giveaway of Franklin Hill Farms. So let me just show those again. So stick around. You'll get your choice of either the mild fine chopped salsa, the damson plum preserves, which is a new variety for us, or the triple berry, which is blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries. So stick around for that here in a little bit. And so next up, we have 6 antique stereo view cards. And I think these are all from
Looks like
the Keystone View Company, I believe. We'll make sure they all are, but these are probably from the early, they're almost always from either the late 1800s or the early 1900s. Sometime they'll have the date on them, sometime they won't. But this is South Africa, is that view. Cool. And I'll just show you the right picture. I actually have a stereo view viewer at my booth right now. And I mean, it is cool to look at these things through the viewer. And this is a fur parlor. This is wild here. I mean, there's like some kind of, I don't know if that's a bear or a lion, but there's all kind of furs hanging around in there. And that's in Quebec, Canada. And then you have the birthplace of William Shakespeare, Stratford on Avon in England. Oh, here we go. 1897, 1899. 1900. So that's the first 3. And then this one's from 1897. And this one is, and a little child shall lead them. And you have the little child riding on the steers with the other kids in the background watching him or her. That might be her. I can't tell. And then this one's from 1901. And this is the wedding dinner. Hey, that looks like Abby's wedding.
Yeah.
I love looking at all the stuff in the background. So I don't know if y'all do this. Anytime I'm at somebody's house, I'm looking around thinking, I could sell that. I could sell that.
Or
This
watching
one
anything on TV.
is from or watching stuff on TV. This one's from 1900. It's the King Day celebration in South Africa. So you're getting all 6 of those for just a $3 start.
And we're going.
And we got Cajun Gal 1973 in the lead. I love the wedding one there. Actually, I like this one too.
13 and 14.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. So next up, we have lot 13. This is going to be some more postcards. You are so welcome. Thank you for coming. So this is going to be just 10 vintage postcards, and all these do have like scrapbook remnants on the back. I didn't try to remove it or clean them up or anything. So this is Casco Bay, Maine. I'll just show you the back of each one so you can see. And then here's the view from Owl's Head Light, and that's Rockland, Maine. I don't know if they're all Maine or not. And then this one, somebody cut the stamp out who collects stamps. I know there's like an ongoing battle between stamp collectors and postcard collectors. I've heard them talking about it before. Then you have the Knox Memorial in Thomaston, Maine. And then here's a Maine farm scene. I didn't even get these from Maine Auction Company either, so I'm not sure why they're out. Well, this one's not Maine. It's a foreign country. I went to Maine one time. It was so pretty up there. There's Knox County Courthouse and Jail, Rockland, Maine. And then there's some flowers.
Daffodils.
These are
Narcissus.
flowers, or named Narcissus. I've heard of Narcissus. Then there's fishing boats in Rockland, Maine. And then finally, and this one's got like a little like scratch down the middle, Moonlight on Pemaquid Beach in Maine. Right. I'm sure Maine Auction Company can tell us where all this stuff is, or Studio 36 Banger. They're both from Maine. They were both in Ephemerama last month, and they were back to back, so it's like we had Maine for 2 hours.
Do they sound like Maine?
I don't know what Maine sounds like. Maine's kind of doesn't really have an accent, I don't think.
Oh, surely they do.
Hey, welcome in, Colster 1712.
Surely they have an accent.
Anybody else we missed, we really appreciate you. Anybody happens to be watching over on our YouTube channel, you can come on over to Whatnot by scanning the QR code. Oh, we have somebody wants lot 19. It's right there. Okay. And you've heard me. Well, we'll sell these, then I'll talk about the World's Fair. So these are going to be a pair of vintage pocket planners, and they're unused. One's from 1967. So I think I was born on a Tuesday. Let's see. June. Yep, Tuesday. That was my birthday there, June 6, 1967. And then there's 1968. So we'll go ahead and run these. And they're both from the First National Exchange Bank of Virginia.
There we go. Oh. Sam's resting again.
Anybody else born in 1967?
No.
Amy's young. She's a, I robbed the cradle.
Not really.
She was born in like 1984.
Yeah, right. That's when it was. We'll go with that.
No, she's just 4 years younger than me, but
never let him forget it.
All right, so we got lot 19, and this is from the 1982 World's Fair right here in Knoxville, Tennessee. Hey, Hillbilly Picker, welcome in. And the Sun Spear is actually still there. It's really one of the few things left from the World's Fair. You have the amphitheater and the Sun Spear, really about all that's left, I think, from the World's Fair. You can still see remnants of walkways and things of that nature down there. I guess the green part, well, that a lot of that was water, though. They filled it in. Yeah, they used to have all kind of lakes and stuff down there and they filled them in. But I think I went to the World's Fair over 100 times at least. I mean, I went almost every day it was open. We would ride the bus down there, and my buddy and I can't remember if we rode it. I think my mom I can't remember. I think we rode the bus down there and my mom would pick us up in the evening. So, any case, so this is just a medal made in Japan, is what the sticker says on the bottom. And it's says the Suns, or it says Sunspear, and then Knoxville, Tennessee. And they're actually remodeling the Sunspear right now. They're repainting it to the original color, which was blue. And they're putting some new, like a new visitor center in there.
And there's a restaurant in there.
But if you ever come to Knoxville, it's pretty cool to go up into it. So anyway, this is what you're bidding on.
Hey, there's the Rela.
That's my mom saying, why?
Why?
I guess she's saying yes. All right. We got Fee Flips is from Tennessee. Where in Tennessee are you from? Yeah, we have Tennessee's well represented on whatnot, and really in the ephemera category, Macon County. Where's Macon County?
Is it west?
I've heard of it.
It's probably when we were in Middle Tennessee.
All right. Hope you enjoy that. Yeah, so you have us. You have Millicent's Memories is from Middle Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're up there near, like the Moody Mommy's up above Nashville. So where are you close to Clarksville then, Fee Flips? Is that up that way?
Crossville?
I mean, Clarks. I said Clarksville.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Crossville.
This one. Oh, yeah, this one like this. Thanks for the request, by the way. We love requests. If there's any other requests, just let us know. So this is going to be 4 vintage handwritten letters. And to be honest, I think we did run these in the last show, which was one of our hour shows. So I don't think I've even looked at them to know what they're about. But this one's from 1925. And it says, Dear Walter, I was so shocked when I got a letter from you. I almost fell over. Certainly was glad to hear from you. You said you did not know if you dare write to me or not. Well, to tell the truth, what do you think they're going to say? My mother always makes a big fuss if I get a letter from a fellow or go out with one. That's
what moms do.
Best all the same, I do both. So she goes out with fellas and she gets letters. There's a name for that. So write as often as you please. So we'll let whoever gets this can read the rest of that.
So your mom said
you would get the last. So would you take us down there then?
That's what she said.
Oh, okay. Okay, I think I'd drop you off in the morning. Okay, so then, here's the return letter, I guess. So this was April. No, never mind. This is another.
Guy.
Another Dear Walter letter. No, they're both to Walter. This one's 2 months later, though. I just found a letter that you wrote to me, which is dated the 13th of January, 1922. I suppose you'll get this the 13th, but 1 year later. Oh, when I think of the new year starting, I do hope I can do more good this year than I ever did in past years. And I do want to try to say the right thing at the right time in the right place. I'm going to school, as you know. I wish you could come up to visit me some Saturday afternoon and stay for a society program in the evening. You could get back that evening yet, or you are not allowed to go out and come back so late. Oh, I wonder if he was a soldier, maybe. Our programs last until about 9:30. You could take the 10 o'clock car down and get down at 10:30. That is real late for you to be out. I know it is for me. So, and there's some more. So, and then we have 2 that actually have the letters. And this one's 1931. So it's not, let's see, I wonder if these people got married. This one's to Mr. Walter Weaver Bartow Incorporated, etc. Hope y'all don't mind me. Hey, good night, Mom. Hope y'all don't mind me reading some of these. I get caught up in these things. So this one's
Jerry.
Don't even know if I spelt it right. Oh, voila. Yeah. Hello, Jerry. And it was sure great to hear from you. Exclamation point. That'd be like in a text now. Something just won't let you alone, or vice versa. Oh, so the women won't. Okay, so the women just won't let you alone. This summer hasn't been as good as it might have been, but it's plenty good at that. Also, the fire juice. This guy's a comedian. So, anyway, you're getting that one. And it says, let's hit one. You think he's talking about a golf ball or hitting a bottle or something? I don't know. So, you got that one.
Probably a beer.
And then finally, so this one's to the same guy, but it's like it's like many years later, 1956. So, it's like 20 or 30 years after that one. And this was sent from. So I wonder if this is from
He
his.
was in the military.
Well, no, it was sent from this to. I wonder if this is his son, maybe.
Mhm.
Let's see here. Mom and Pop shoveled corn cobs today. Don't mind that job though, because I get a good chance to drive the tractor. Shoveled 14 wagon loads. I started packing some of the work clothes I won't need tonight. Got a check from Alvin along with a note. The check totaled $35.70 for 46 and a half hours. You figure it out. The note read, thank you for helping me out, use your working ability well, and show good leadership, blah, blah, blah. And it says, love from the best son you've ever had. Lucky you only had one. P.S. Batten down the hatches for that hurricane. P.S.S. Cover up the olds. I guess it's an Oldsmobile. So, where did they live? Were they in, Pennsylvania? So
Maybe a storm.
yeah, maybe a storm. And then there's another letter in here too. And it's on Company B letterhead. So anyway, you're getting all four of those. Hope you enjoyed the reading of them. We're going to start this $3 start for all four letters. Kind of a nice little history of his life here. So you go from 1920 something to 1930 to 1930 to 1950.
That's crazy. Oh, you're back.
Welcome in, Beanie's Bundle.
You're back.
We are doing primarily ephemera tonight, but we do have some other things in the store. Hey, Blue Lobster Treasure.
Mount Joy is 5 minutes from me too, and I like the band Mount Joy.
We are
21.
for anybody who's just come in. We are Amy and Stuart with Franklin Hill Ventures here in Knoxville, Tennessee, and in addition to Whatnot, we sell on a lot of other online platforms and have 3 antique booths here in the Knoxville area as well. And just a real quick plug, if you happen to be anywhere close to the Knoxville area the weekend of October 7th, Clinton is having their big antique festival that weekend, and it's well worth the trip. It's a really huge event, and they close down all the streets and have food and street vendors and music, and all the stores run sales, and there's probably at least 10 or 12 antique malls all within walking distance. So if you are ever looking for something to do, and you can come and stay at the lake at Norris Lake while you're down here.
And I will be at the Lucky Dog Farm.
Oh yeah, and then that same day, Amy's running a jam. We're doing our Franklin Hill Farms at a festival here that's just kind of a vendor festival, I guess. All right, so these are from the Huntington Theater, which I Googled this, and it's in Huntington, California, I believe is where this is from. And I think they just handed these out at the theater every week, and it told what was upcoming at the theater. So this is 3 of these from 1939. I wished I had a Gone with the Wind one because I think it was 1939, but it was not on any of these. So you had the week of February 18th and 19th, Frontier Marshal and Mystery of the White Room. Then you can see the 2 here, Bachelor Mother and the Adventures of Chico. And then Star Reporter and Ranged Defenders. Then you have the Allegheny Uprising, co-starring John Wayne and Claire Trevor. And then there's Full Confession and The Gentleman from California. And there's Panama Lady and Trigger Fingers. And then finally you have The Lone Spy Hunt and North of Shanghai. And then The Mysterious Miss X with Michael Wales, Mary Hart, Chick Chandler, and Mabel Todd. $1 million blackmail traced to illicit love. So you're getting all 3 of those for just a $3 start. Hey, Blue Lobster Treasure. Thank you so much for stopping by.
It's feeling like it's getting late. It's only 9:30.
Yeah, and as I mentioned, we'll probably go to around 10 tonight, and unless we end up getting raided at the last second, like happens sometime, and we get a bunch of new requests. But without if that doesn't happen, we'll probably go to about 10. So feel free to put any requests in the chat, and we'll get right to those. So this is going to be a couple of it's one cigar label and one tobacco box label.
Sheboygan.
So you have Sheboygan 10-cent cigar, and it's got the Native American image on it. Got his bow there. And it does look like they were like in an album or something with maybe either stamp hinges or maybe a little piece of tape.
Ooh, sorry, guys.
Oops. Here comes Knoxville Amy. And there's Kawia Delta brand, Quack Quack, the Mineral King Fruit Company in Exeter, California. So that's a crate label and a cigar box label. So you're getting both those. And here we go. Hey, welcome in past the Marinara. Thanks for stopping by. Still got 14 people in it. Appreciate everybody hanging with us. I think we started at 8 o'clock. So we've been going almost getting close to 2 hours. Time goes fast when you're having fun. Yeah, we've been on Whatnot now for over a year, about a year, almost a year and a half probably now. I think our first show was May of last year. So not quite a year and a half. We're getting close to 3,000 subscribers. So appreciate everybody who's followed us and stuck with us all this time. We used to do a lot more variety. Now we've kind of just do mostly ephemera, but we'll throw the other type of stuff in the shows. All right, so this is a Disneyland record and book, and I can remember these from when I was a kid. So you had the book and the record. Somebody did spend a lot of time penciling this whole thing in back here, and then they colored the back page. I think that was the only places I saw any coloring, but it's got really good images in it. Great image of the giant squid here on the front. It does have a little bit of creasing up here at the top. But, you would put I think like Tinkerbell, let's see. Oh, yeah, Tinkerbell would ring her little bells when it was time to turn the page. Oh. So, anybody else remember having these when they were a kid? They didn't make just Disney ones. There were other ones like this as well.
Yeah.
So,
the little plastic record player. Do you remember that?
I mean, I do remember having a little plastic record player. Yes, memories. All right, we can go and get this one started.
I was scrolling through.
And this was from 1971. So I was 4 years old when this book was made. But I mean, this would have been about the right time for me to start getting stuff like this. Hey, Bargain Blast Resale, thanks for stopping by. Short Branch. All right, no interest in the nostalgia of the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea record. Of course, but cool. They probably don't have a record player to play it on. Although vinyl's making a comeback. Vinyl's kind of my bread and butter in my booth. I sell so much vinyl. I found a bunch of records this morning that I went to a yard sale here in the Knoxville area that was called the 9 Mile Yard Sale. So the first mile, I went to 2 or 3 different yard sales and they were all really good. So I got really excited. The last 8 miles was pretty much all kids' clothes. So
that happens.
All right, so we're up to lot 42. Oh, I may have put one. Where are you putting the ones you were finished with?
Down here's bad. Up here's good.
Okay, I may have put. Well, I'll find it. It's not a big deal. I think I'm that one you were gone for that I stuck over there. I may have put it on the bottom shelf, but
I mean, not bad and good.
Yeah, the ones that didn't sell and the ones that sold.
Yeah.
All right, so this is going to be 10 beer labels. I'm not sure if they're all vintage or not. So you have Genesee Light Beer, which is the Genesee Brewing Company in Rock. Is that Rock, New York? Does that say Rock, New York?
Oh, I've got my glasses on.
Then we have
Rochester.
Short for Rochester. Okay. And then we have Stroh Signature Beer, the Stroh Brewery Company in Detroit, Michigan. Then we have Copper Full Bodied Beer. That one is that one's bottled by Cam Schellinger in Mishawaka, Indiana. Then we have Top Hat beer, brewed from the finest malted barley, cereal grains, and selected hops, and that one's in Cincinnati, Ohio. Then we have Alpine beer, and that one's in Los Angeles, California. Then Schoenling Lager beer in Cincinnati, Ohio. Anybody had any of these beers? Let me know if I pass one you've had. There's Golden Velvet Colorado beer from Denver, Colorado, the Tivoli Brewing Company. Then you have Hofbrau, and that one's Cincinnati, Ohio as well. It's the Hudepohl Brewing Company, and then here's Hudepohl beer. Caution, keep cold. They are not responsible for spoilage. And then here's Park Row Premium Ale, and that's from New Haven, Connecticut.
It looks old if it's not.
So you got all 10 of those with just a $3 start. All our starts are $3 tonight. All right, we got a Dry Creek Trading Company, and at $3. Thank you so much.
I like the beer labels. I think they're cool.
Yeah, they are cool.
Let's see.
All right. And as I mentioned at the beginning, everything sold today will ship out on Monday. So everybody should have their stuff by middle of next week, depending on how far it's going. All right, so this is going to be a Knights Templar booklet. So, like Dan Brown, the Da Vinci Code stuff. So this is Asylum Tactics Main. And this one does have some staining, and there's some wear around the edges of the cover. But it's from 1929, so it's really old. Where's the date? I know it was in here somewhere. I think it's on this. Oh, there it is. So, yeah, 1929, the Grand Commandery of Maine. And it says, your committee is revising the asylum tactics for the jurisdiction, blah, blah, blah. And, yeah, and then the Grand Encampment of Knights Templar of the United States of America. So a little bit of separation there, but everything is attached. So you're bidding on that. So a secret society booklet, I guess.
Asylum.
I don't know why they call it Asylum Tactics.
Yeah. Sounds like it's.
Thank you, Cajun Gal 1973. And yeah, it tells you how to hold and carry the swords. Wow, 1929. It's hard to believe that's that old.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you so much. Are these requests or
No.
they? Oh,
That was just next up. I had skipped it. Did you want to skip it?
No, that's fine. Lot 16. It's going to be some postcards. Yeah, and these look like, I think these may have been in scrapbooks as well. So there's Port Clyde, Maine. There's a map of Desert Island, Maine. Yeah, I'm not sure how I got all these Maine ones. There's Friarburg, Maine. Another Friarburg, Maine. So yeah, somebody pulled these out of a scrapbook. There's the Harbor View in Port Clyde, Maine. Greetings from Port Clyde, Maine. You're welcome, Cajun Gal. Greetings from Port. We got a lot of Port Clyde, Maine here. Then up in Maine, the mellow moon of silvery light brings beauty out on the darkest night. And there's canoeing upstream on the Allagash in Maine. There's another Friarburg. Greetings from Sedgwick, Maine. I went to Portland one time. That's the only place I've been in Maine.
Never been to Maine. I've never been to the whole New England.
Did Tanner went to Maine, didn't he? Was that one of the places he went?
I think he had a roommate with a home there.
And not sure what that is.
We'll get to find out about his 3-week Western trip when he comes home tomorrow night.
Yeah, our son just got back from a trip out west. He did. Well, here, let's run these and then we'll
About 3
let
weeks.
you know. Yeah, he was gone for 3 weeks. All right, so all 20 of these starting at $3. Yeah, so he went to, he lives in Nashville. So he drove from Nashville and he started out in the Badlands. Then he went from the Badlands to Mount Rushmore. Then they went from Mount Rushmore to Glacier National Park, and they spent like
a few days.
like
there.
3 or 4 days in Glacier National Park. And then they ended up in Banff, Canada. Hey, pull that grizzly bear paw picture up on your phone. Yeah, they were headed down to fish one day, and we'll show you what they saw here. Well, I mean, I already said what they saw, but we'll show you the size of this. It's like, here, I'll pin this while you're finding that.
Let's see.
What, 18? Pin. Yeah, so they were headed down to the river from their campsite, I think, and here's what they saw.
And it's big.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. They turned around and went back the other way, obviously.
Not to fish.
But if you look, you can see, like, I guess that's his front paw, and then that must be his rear paw where he, took another step. Yeah. So, but yeah, that was huge. All right, so this is going to be a 1915 self-pronouncing dictionary, and it does have like some separation here. I mean, everything's attached in there, but it does have, a little wear from use. Let's see and it's got to Anna K. Moore, 1920, from Mother. Of course, you don't need a dictionary anymore. You get spell check for everything. So
this is true, and thank goodness we do.
All right, you can go ahead and start that one.
All right. We line 18. Sorry, I don't have that.
All right. Well, we got to probably go about another 15 minutes. So if you see anything you want us to run, just put that lot number in the chat and we'll get right to it. Hey, Buckinator, thanks for coming in. Hey, Easy Peasy, appreciate you stopping in. Anybody who happens to be watching over on YouTube, thanks for joining us. And you can scan the QR code and jump right over here to Whatnot. And I will give a plug if I do a podcast every Wednesday night with a couple of other guys. 8 o'clock, we go live on YouTube. So if you look for my YouTube channel, Franklin Hill Ventures, or you can just go to franklinhillventures.com, and that's got a link to it. You can check us out. We're live every Wednesday at 8 o'clock Eastern time. And we just talk about, like last week, we talked a little reselling, but we ended up talking a lot about 1980s music as well. So,
which is probably why you were thinking about it tonight.
So this is going to be 4 Gray's Inn Square handwritten documents. And Gray's Inn, I'm just reading this off my description, is one of the 4 inns of court in England. So, and it's where the lawyers' offices and stuff were, I believe. And Gray's Inn is one of the, I guess, the professional, where the judges and barristers and everybody had their offices.
Probably some barriers.
And it looks like these are mostly just legal type letters. These are not as exciting to read as the earlier ones that we read. Yeah, somebody sent us a copy of the letter. 1913. I think they're all from 1913.
The handwriting's awfully cool.
Yeah, and all these are from England, 1913, and they're solicitors, Buckingham Bucks. I think that's what that says.
All right, we're going.
Hello, Easy Peasy. And everything is a $3 start tonight.
And if you see anything in the store you want to look at, just let me know. I'll be glad to pull it.
We have a lot of stuff in the buy it now as well.
Mm-hmm. The whole table back here still.
If you see anything you want to run, that's fine. Since we're getting close to the end, we can go out of order now if you want to.
I've got lot 50. I did go out of order.
All right, so this is going to be, when I first saw these, I thought they were like Valentine's Day snapshots, but I think Valentine's is the name of the company. And these are from London, and there's 12 of them in here, and the set is complete. So I guess these would be like little souvenirs you would buy when you visited London. And it tells what it is on the back, and they made it look like handwriting. So that's St. Paul's Cathedral. That's Horse Guards. Is that the Tower of London or whatever? No, yeah, Tower Bridge. London Bridge is falling down. There's Westminster Abbey. Wonder if we're going to see Big Ben Parliament.
Maybe.
There's Peter Pan statue. There's the Tower of London again. There's the something Parliament Street.
Right here.
There's the bank and the Royal Exchange.
We'll do pretty soon.
There's Trafalgar Square. There's Queen Victoria Memorial and Buckingham Palace. There's the Houses of Parliament. And then finally, there is the old Staple Inn there. So you get all 12 of those in the original packaging. And it's running.
Yep.
Run 56. We sure
Of course,
can.
I'll be glad to.
Hey, Cheetah 2014. Thanks for coming in. Early Bird Pickers, Virginia. We were in Virginia picking not too long ago. We went on the US 21. We went on the US 21 yard sale. And we were in Virginia
And
for
it was
part of that.
so hot.
Yes, it was really, really hot, but it was fun. We got a lot of really good stuff. So we got lot 56 by a special request. Hey, Sissy's Treasures, welcome in. So this is going to be 9 antique billheads. So we have Porteous, Mitchell, and Braun Company. I'm not sure what they do, but it's a tapestry rug for $7.50.
That's probably what they do.
Probably is. And then here's organ pipes, wood only. I don't know what they do. No, this is the Mansfield organ pipes work, 1900. 1 something and number 3 something. Then here's bought a Boston Excelsior company. It was
They give no cash discount.
Bales. Haven't had good luck with reading any of this. Here's the RD and AD Allen compressed air vacuum house cleaning
that was
company.
on your birthday, June 6th.
Yep. No, June 1st. June 1st.
6th.
Where do you see June 6th?
Isn't that what that's? Isn't that a 6?
Oh yeah, paid on June 6th. So they invoiced. They were
Where do you see it?
quick payers. And this has the cool picture of the vacuum, I guess. So I guess this is kind of like Stanley Steamer, isn't it?
Maybe.
Is that what it is? So this was the Stanley Steamer of the day.
Hey, they did a good job on our couches.
And then we have Iron and Metals, the HF bracket. Then we have FF Jock and Company, grocers and druggists, sundries, and clothes. Please find $3.50. Send me as soon as possible the small LA something solid gold with red stone in center.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have the Portland and Rochester Railroad. That one's 1875. That one's really old. 1 car of bricks. So I guess they were wanting to. So this is a waybill. Then we have another Porteous, Mitchell, and Braun Company. Welcome in, Tina Billings. Thanks for coming in. And then finally, we have the Cook Bernheimer Company. And it's a case of whiskey.
Nice.
For $12.50. And it's got the members of the National Protective Bureau, 1916. That's pretty cool. So with the Statue of Liberty on it.
All right.
All right.
To go?
Yeah, we're ready to run this.
There we go.
Welcome in, TS Chumper, 89. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for the bid. So you got that one's got the cool artwork on it there. Thanks for the bid, Weeda Joanne. The one with the whiskey on it's cool. You don't see a lot of alcohol ones from back in the day. The tapestry rug, and then yeah, here's the one with the whiskey, and it's got the cool stamp on it there. All right, Weeda Joanne, thank you so much. Thank you, Dry Creek, for the bids as well. All right, if anybody has any more requests, let us know. Otherwise, we'll probably start wrapping up here pretty soon. Run this last giveaway that I promised I would run at the end.
What number is that?
Lot
87? 18.
We have a request for. Yeah, this one's 87. So this is going to be some cabinet cards.
18.
Hey, Miss Lady Liberty, welcome in. Very honored to have Lady Liberty with us tonight. So you have this lady here. Compliments of somebody Wilkins to Mrs. Sally Langwood. So
many questions.
she looks very happy. Then you have,
But with a name like that?
how old do you think she is? Maybe like 13?
12.
12, 13.
11, 12.
Oh, look, it's some kind of, she's got like, are those just buttons or are they medals of some sort?
I bet they're buttons.
Look at that. I mean, this does have like some, I don't know, it doesn't feel, I don't know if that's part of the developing process, but yeah, I guess maybe they're just buttons, but it almost looks like some kind of uniform of some sort. And that one is Nell Kenter. Then you have one from Morganton, North Carolina. And that one's Maggie Shook. I like when they write their names on the back.
Mm-hmm.
There's Granny from the Beverly Hillbillies.
Should I go put write everybody's names on the backs of all of our pictures?
Probably should. This one actually has the information on the back, or the artwork on the back. I guess this is Susanna Rickford or Susanna Singer. Maybe she got married. So you got Granny there, and then you got these three kids. Look at those. We should have made Tanner dress like that.
Oh, he would have killed us.
And that's Grandpa and Grandma Yost. Surely. Well, I don't. Maybe that's who it was to.
That's
Maybe.
what I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's probably their grandkids. All right, so you got those 5 cards. You got the 3 kids. You have Granny. Love the back of that one with the pink.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Maggie. Then this one with like the uniform of some sort on. And then this lady. All right, we did you win. Thank you so much. Hey, welcome in, Ding-a-ling Robot.
Ding-a-ling Robot. That's a good name. There we go. Thank you much. And lot 18.
Oh, this is the dictionary.
Yep.
Right, so this is a 1915 self-pronouncing dictionary. And as shown before, it does have a little wear. It's got the name in the front, 1920. It was given to this person by their mother. And as you can see there, it's got a little bit of separation. Everything's attached, but you can see it's starting to separate a little bit there from the spine. And it's got your dictionary. It's got weights and measures. It's got postal information. Oh, let's see how much it cost to mail it. What's stamp back then? $2.80. Let's see. Well, if I can get there. Here we go. So first class was 3 cents each ounce. Postal cards were 2 cents. And then you could send newspapers and periodical for 1 cent per pound. And then you had third class, fourth class. You had all kind of classes of mail back then. So here's money orders, how much it costs. So there's a lot of interesting information in here as well, not just a dictionary. All right. And this is a Parvo Pocket Edition, unusual contents is what it says. So, hey, welcome in, Postcard Guy. Thanks for stopping by.
You know, our mail at the office has only been coming about once a week because they don't have a delivery driver for our area. They told us they would charge us $1,400 a year if we wanted to come pick it up ourselves.
Oh, wow. Thanks, easy peasy. And that will be coming your way. Tell you what, we'll go ahead and do our giveaway. And while that's running, see if you see any last second things you want us to run after the giveaway ends. So our giveaway is going to be a choice of 1 jar of these. So we have triple berry, which is blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries. And then we have just the regular chopped salsa. This is the mild variety. And then we have damson plum preserves, which is one of our newer varieties. So you're going to get your choice of whichever one of those you want. So while that's running, appreciate everybody coming by.
Look how pretty the triple berry is in the light.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's sparkly.
You can kind of see it. Yeah, the seeds are almost glowing in the dark.
Yeah.
I promise it's not radioactive, even though we are really close to Oak Ridge here. But
Yeah.
thank you, Weta Joanne. Yeah, and we do have these for sale in the Buy It Now as well. So make sure you check all those varieties out. I know we've sold several tonight, and we appreciate everybody who purchased those.
Tomorrow's going to be a beautiful day here in Tennessee. I bet you'll have lots of shoppers.
Maybe. The problem is it's
the UT game.
Well, the UT game, that's in the middle afternoon. It's people now are starting to, they wait for the festival.
Oh.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm working at my antique mall all weekend, so I'm both Saturday and Sunday, and I'm worried it's going to be kind of slow because with the fall festival coming up the first weekend in October, people tend to not come and shop.
All the regular shoppers. Yeah.
Hand me the tripod. We'll flip it around so we can talk to everybody now.
I'll probably rub most of my makeup off by now.
So yeah, that'll be pretty much my whole weekend is spending it in Clinton, and then Amy's going to pressure wash this weekend.
Yay!
We got about a quarter of the deck done, I guess.
No, more than that.
More than that.
Yeah.
So, and pressure washing is kind of therapeutic, but pressure washing the
for
deck
the first 30 minutes.
Well, and pressure washing the deck's not near the satisfaction of pressure washing concrete.
Oh yeah.
Concrete. I mean, it's
melts the dirt away.
It's pressure washing concrete's very therapeutic. Wood, not so much.
Well, the problem with getting the deck all pressure washed is then we're going to have to restain it.
Yep. Yeah, and we're not looking forward to the staining part of
Maybe we should hire somebody.
Deck. So, we've talked about that. But
we've tried to do that before, didn't we?
No. So anybody have anything exciting going on this weekend? Where does everybody else live? I know where some of you live, but anybody else in the South?
Maryland, Grant, Florida. I like Florida. I haven't been this year.
Were you in the hurricane path at all? I'm not sure where Grant is. Oh, Reno. It's really pretty out at Reno. I've been there a couple of times. We used to have our meetings out there.
Oh, yeah. There is a
tropical storm Ophelia.
Mm-hmm. Michigan.
Oops, let me fix this real quick.
It's
pointing up a little too high. There we go. That's better.
Sam's ready for us to go to bed, I think.
Yeah, our dog, and then the cattle probably, it's funny, we have our cat and our dog both sleep with us, and they'll switch places in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Like the cattle usually start out at our head, dog at our feet, and then they like flip-flop at some point during the night. So
yeah, right. She's panting.
So yeah, and our next show is not until 2 weeks from today. We've gone to pretty much every other week. Whatnot was just consuming my whole life. I don't know if anybody else experiences that, but I do so many other things, and Whatnot was kind of taking over and keeping me from doing my listing on other platforms. And so I went to every other week, and that's worked out pretty well for us. So we typically go on Friday nights unless we're participating in one of the special events like Ephemera or Paperpalooza, Amish Country.
That's where our jams and jellies.
Yeah, and that's actually where our jams and jellies come from. Is from Amish Country up there. So we just private label them. They're a ton better than if we made them ourselves. So
yeah.
So yeah, when they come to you, they're coming home. Thank you. This isn't actually one. I got this one. This is either the one my daughters gave me for Christmas a couple of years ago. We were supposed to go see him in Tuscaloosa, but he canceled that show.
Yeah, they got him tickets to the concert because it wasn't until June and t-shirts.
And the t-shirt.
Yeah, t-shirt. They all got t-shirts.
Or this may have been one I got at a thrift shop. I used to have some that I actually got at the concerts, but they're long gone. I've probably seen Buffett at least 5 or 6 times, maybe. Oh, and the winner is Weta Joanne. Awesome. Congratulations. And so, yeah, it's coming back up to Pennsylvania. So which variety do you want? You can either have the triple berry, the plum preserves, or the chopped salsa. So just let us know which one.
I don't know what I'd do.
The salsa. All right, just stick that over there.
All right.
Awesome. Well, if there's no other requests, we're going to call it a night. and we will see everybody in a couple weeks. Like I said, if you want to check out the podcast I do on Wednesdays, I'd appreciate it. I do it with the guy named Wes who lives here in Knoxville with me, and he's the Slim Flipper on YouTube. And then Frizzy's Finds is the other guy, and he lives in Greensboro, North Carolina. So we have a good time. We're, I think, 5 episodes in. We used to do it, and Wes would edit it, and we'd put it out. But now we've just decided to go live. So, no edits. It's, live with no safety net. So anyway,
You want to raid somebody?
Oh yeah, we do need to raid somebody.
So this person's got 1 person in there, and this one's got 3.
Yeah, let's go to best. Let's go to this one because it'll be better for people because of the shipping. Tell you what, if y'all stick with us just for a second, let's raid best ever seen. They're doing a vintage ephemera and postcard show, so same category. So yeah, if you'll stick with us long enough to do the raid, I know it always makes people's day or night when they get rated.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we're always excited when we get rated. So, all right. So we're going to go over to best ever seen. Raid. Best ever.
Welcome, Knoxville.
Seen.
How you doing, Amy? Japanese postcards. Your choice. Shipping becomes
Right
free.
now.
Here we go.